When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a team from the Big 12, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Warhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The give out of the gun. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Back open in the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. This offense is so deep. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's loose at the 15. Bulldozes his way through. He'll step out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and man, oh man, all of a sudden they've got great field position. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it.
Receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. You could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Notre Dame 7, ULM 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The option look. The pitch. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
Like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball, just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. The short hands, it's 12. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
0.
Coming out with it, it's Hatchett. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
Right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
1st and 10 coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And the Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The lone back's got it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks into the end zone.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wells. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out.
One to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They just keep firing. Quick strike complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged out of the air. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Rushes up. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Running behind that left side. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And after watching an effort like that, even though he wasn't able to get the first down, as the quarterback, you're going to start throwing to him a lot more often in this game because he's going to pad your stats. You know this guy is going to get tons of yak because he's fighting for every inch out there on the field.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The Warhawks look to keep this drive humming. Let's go. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but
there he goes. Continues to fight for yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon.
Get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
2nd down coming up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Irish! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Leaves it with the back.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Might be changing the route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. To find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. These DBs going to give a little cushion. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hatchett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. It's still up by 21.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Got it.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard.